Good morning, everybody. Wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
In Provincetown. This week featuring
Wake up, wake up.
Can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.
Make it strong, please. Hey. Oh. Hey.
Wake up, wake up.
Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi guys, it's Friday, September 9th. It's the first Friday after Labor Day. It's the first Friday of Townie Summer.
Yes, Slay.
Woo, right?
So many townies in the room, excited for Townie.
This is
Summer.
our time down here. Down here, this is our time. No? Mark's not a Goonies fan, I guess.
Not a gooner.
Wow. You were too old for it. You were like Martha Plimpton's age.
Oh my God.
He was the age of like the mom character.
Oh my God. Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, we have a great show for you today.
We really do. Yesterday, I did a virtual interview with Siena Liggins. She's one of the headliners for the Washer Shore Festival for this upcoming Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. She had a set last year. I caught it. It was really incredible. I'm so excited to see her coming back, and so is she. So we'll see her interview in a little bit.
We have Hunter and Jay Critchley who are here representing the Swim for Life, which is tomorrow morning. What year is this?
35.
The
Damn.
35th annual Swim for Life. And Hunter is spearheading a team in honor of our friend Will Rowan. It's called Team Willapalooza. You're going to win. Is there winning? It's a competition, right?
Everyone wins.
No, that's not true, Jay. Not everyone can win.
How we got to where we are today.
You get a trophy, and you get a trophy, and you're president now.
It raises a lot of money, which that's the win.
You're right. Yes, everyone wins in that way.
Yeah, totally.
No, I'm so excited for it to be almost the middle of September.
I know. The only thing
Are
I'm
you
a
getting
little...
some rest?
No.
Are you having some fun?
Yes.
Making some time for yourself?
Yes. I went to Boy Beach yesterday. I think it might, I mean, who knows if it's the last beach day. Last year it was one of those things where it's like every 3 days was the last beach day. And we were like, this is the last beach day. No, this is the last beach day, which is like ideal. I hope that happens again, but who knows? Yesterday might have been my last beach day.
Was it warm?
As I was going in, like being like, oh, I'm going to the beach, people were like, what? It's not warm enough. But it was gorgeous. It was beautiful. And there was like a really... There was
Great beach boy orgy.
No. That was... No.
Do we have that photo?
We don't.
You can't make out the faces. I think we should be allowed to show this photo on TV.
We're not going to show the photo.
Next Friday on Wake Up.
A reminder that photography in intimate queer spaces is not appropriate.
Outside of the beach is not intimate at all. There were 50-some people there. Outside.
Anyway, so the Boy Beach yesterday was beautiful. It was like a big crowd, but like a very like mellow crowd. It was very much, it felt like a September beach crowd. Like there was tons of people, but it was very quiet.
Like that? Like quiet like that?
No.
Intimate like that?
No. But it was awesome. After the beach, I stopped by Strangers and Saints. It was actually my first time in for the season.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
Again, delicious. Always delicious.
How did that host treat you?
Kevin was great.
Kevin hates when we mention him by name on this show, but I have to say, maybe I told this story already?
Wait, the fake broken arm?
No, the lady who was on her like second TT, and she was like, I never have 2 drinks, but I'm gonna have a second drink. And she's like getting like kind of like this, and she's like, oh no, you got me drunk. I have a reservation at Strangers and Saints later, and if I show up drunk, that host is a real bitch. And I was like, lady, that person is a really good friend of mine. She was like, but he's a real bitch, right? And I was like, no comment. I love Kevin more than anything.
No, but Strangers and Saints was incredible. The staff is really great. The food's really delicious. The drinks were awesome. Yeah, and I also heard, I don't know if we're, I mean, who knows? But
say it.
I heard they're going to be open for like a substantial amount of time. I think they said they were going to be open through January for an amount of time during the week.
Like all the way to Valentine's Day?
Yeah. I don't know
That's
if it was just
exciting.
weekends or whatever, but they're going to be open to some capacity through Valentine's Day, which is awesome.
That's great news for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't believe you waited till now to go. You've been going to your favorite
I'm
haunts
just such
all
a creature
summer.
of habit, and like there's certain places I know I can walk in, be treated really well, grab a table. Like
Where's that?
Cafe Heaven.
Oh.
Belay and I went to a bunch this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say?
What'd you say?
I said I've heard of it.
You've
Oh.
heard of it.
You still haven't been to Freeman's yet?
No.
Me too.
I just wear tank tops a lot, so
We're going. I'm taking Margaret to Freeman's.
you're gonna have to dress Mark up.
Mark owns a collar. like a dog collar.
A priest collar, right, from church.
Wear your priest outfit to Freeman's.
You'll get the wine poured first for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. After that, I regrouped after my long day at the beach, and I finally made it to Magnifique.
How was it? Rebecca was in it.
Rebecca was in it. It was really incredible. I was a little bummed. I didn't find out until just before the show, but our beloved Mackenzie hurt herself early this week. She got in a little scooter accident, and she broke 2 of her ribs. She was still there hosting. It blew my mind.
She did?
She was like, yeah, climbing up on that stage, getting up and down. I was like, girl. I
Did
was
she
like,
borrow Varla's wheelchair?
Right, no.
All the queens are gonna. I mean, who's out there throwing Tic Tacs on the stage?
Right.
Richfield.
No, that's actually her scooter hit a Tic Tac.
Just like Varla stepped on
Yeah.
a Tic Tac.
Yeah. No, Miss Richfield was actually in the audience.
Laughing.
But the show was incredible. Mackenzie was still there hosting, but didn't do much performing just because obviously she was in pain. But she was still incredible. Everyone in it, Spooky, Drigo, Lady Prism, all really incredible. I was blown away by Spooky and his aerial work. Lady Prism, I'm always just like, I just love her.
How many more Magnifiques are there?
So this was the last Magnifique of their run. They did announce last night that once Mackenzie is all mended, they're going to bring the show back for possibly the end of September through Halloween. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, I'm really excited. But because she wasn't able to perform, she brought in a few heavy hitters to fill out the roster. Yoli sang a song, and Rebecca did a performance. And everyone was incredible, but Rebecca's performance was really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
I was like, am I bisexual now?
I think you're just into Rebecca.
Well, yeah. I'm just a big fan.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I talked to her and she was like, I'm hooked. She's like, if they're gonna do this again, I'm gonna do it again.
I love that.
So hopefully it does come back in the end of September
She
when
should be a
Mackenzie
regular
finishes
cast
having
member.
those 2 ribs removed.
Yeah, she should be added to the roster.
That's what she's doing, right? She's getting ribs removed.
I don't know if it was her official name, but Mackenzie kept calling her the Duchess of Sandwich. And I think if it's not her official, she did. Okay, that is
She
her.
named herself the Duchess of
I
Sandwich.
live.
Speaking of British
DJ
royals,
Coleslaw and the Duchess of Sandwich.
you heard, right? The Queen is dead.
What?
I know.
RuPaul?
No. Queen. Oh no.
Oh, that would be awful.
Andrew, I would
Lil'
cry. Lil' Kim. Your queen died.
Yeah.
No, those memes came out a little too quick. That corgi being buried alive with her, that was too soon.
No, Reductress, who I know I've mentioned on here, it's a satirical news site it run all by women, and they had an article where it was like, cute, the Queen's corgis are prepared to be buried alive with her. Yeah.
Sad, gross, dark.
Yeah. There's a lot of mixed feelings about the Queen's passing, and I kind of understand them all. We're entirely capable of being sad that this woman died for her friends, family, and loved ones, but also acknowledging the hurt that her reign and also the monarchy in general has caused literally the entire world.
Also, they're like 96. That's a good long life. I don't feel bad for anybody who dies at 96.
It's like you did it.
You lived a great long life. Everybody in your family got to enjoy you for a really long time.
Yeah.
Like, celebrate.
Yeah.
Good times. Come on. Like, let's celebrate her. And they're gonna like show her body for 23 hours a day. This is what they were saying. They're like, for the next, she lays in state or whatever, and for 23 hours, people can go in and like gawk
It's weird, right?
and like pay their respects. And I'm like, what happens during the other hour?
They have to freshen her up.
Yeah. Like, do you know when you're at the grocery store and they start like spritzing the vegetables?
Yeah, they're gonna do that. They have
Yeah.
to spritz her like she's cilantro. Sounds fresh.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm like, she's actually not dead, and for 1 hour a day they let her sleep, but for 23 hours she has to just lay there.
Well, I think her eyes are closed. I don't think her eyes are open, right?
She's propped up like this and her eyes are open. That's what I heard. Reductress said so.
Well, they definitely have to spritz you. Okay.
My condolences to King
Yeah.
Charles. I mean, congratulations. He's been waiting for this forever. Not for his mom to die, but to be king.
Right. Let's do away with it.
Okay.
Melt the whole thing down. Turn Buckingham Palace into affordable housing.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So that, never mind, I better not say it.
Yeah, probably
Let's talk
not.
about something else.
I can't imagine how bad it was if it's something you're not gonna say.
Just about
How was
NIMBYs.
your week? Did you get up to anything fun, or do you lean into the relaxation of fall? Or
There-
not fall, but
Well, I
towny
mean,
summer.
the air is feeling crisp and autumnal. Just my bike ride here today I was like, this is fall.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not trying to jinx it, but I don't know that we're going to get any more hot summer. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
September and October are my favorite months. Everybody keeps telling me to stop saying that because if you tell everybody that September is the best month, then they come and wreck it.
No, but also we want people to come.
And wreck it.
Yeah.
Your hole.
Get wrecked.
Come wreck Harry's hole. It's September.
Jesus Christ. There is so much fun stuff going on in the next few months here. There is the Washington Festival, this Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. That same weekend is Art Provincetown. There's Fox Fest, which is a women's event happening. There's Women's Week, Single Women's Weekend, Food and Wine Festival, Leathermates,
Did you say Spooky Bear?
Yeah.
Spooky Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chock-a-block.
Yeah. So
So much fun.
yeah, Food and Wine Festival.
The Food and Wine Festival, the Wine
Tennessee
and Food
Williams
Festival,
Festival.
the Tennessee Williams Festival, Mates Leather and Leather Mates.
I don't know what is wrong with my brain, but I feel like the Tennessee Williams Festival happens like every 3 weeks. I'm like, didn't that just happen? I guess not.
No. And also this Monday is the last Showgirls of the year. It's the Showgirl Awards. We'll see if finally someone becomes the first person ever to be Showgirl of the Year twice. I heard Liza won like 7 times.
Damn.
How can you not crown that person Showgirl of the Year? I mean, I guess we'll find out when Ryan takes it from her.
Wow.
I wish I could go. Oh, I can go. I'm off on Monday. Oh, the Emmys are on Monday.
Right. And we've got to watch Murray win.
Don't jinx it.
I know, but
I know. So, Murray, if you're watching,
I just want to know what he's
leg.
going to wear on the red carpet.
you know he's going to look dapper.
He's going to go classic. That Murray.
think?
Yeah.
I think like blue velvet or like something
Ooh.
colorful and snazzy
I want to see like rhinestones.
on Murray's tuxedo.
Yeah. Call Diego Montoya. Get a Luke.
Isn't Diego Montoya a character from Princess Bride?
No.
My name is Diego Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Diego Montoya just won an Emmy
Oh.
for his costume design for We Are Here, the HBO show. It's kind of like Queer Eye-esque, but it is led by 3 drag queens, Eureka, Bob the Drag Queen, and Shangela. My friend Layla McQueen also won an Emmy for her makeup work, along with 2 other makeup artists that work on the show.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love seeing cool queer people win Emmys.
Did you watch that show?
I haven't.
It is.
I've heard amazing things about it. Yeah. I've seen a few episodes here and there, but yeah. But the costuming and the makeup is outrageously amazing.
I mean, we're about to enter full-on TV binging season
I
when the
can't
restaurant
wait.
closes and you can watch 8 hours of something a day.
Yeah.
We can watch all of We Are Here in 2 days.
I live just like in my own filth on my couch.
Yeah, so, no, I didn't have a ton of fun this week. It's still, these first couple of weeks of September are still like summertime busy at work.
You're like a little shell shocked.
Well, yeah, it's like, you know, you think that people are like, oh, we made it to Labor Day, business is going to slow down. Fortunately, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like, it stayed, like, yesterday was literally summertime busy at work.
And also like the Red Inn is open 7 days a week, happy hours for the foreseeable futures, and other restaurants start to like, oh, we're going to close on Tuesday, we're going to close Tuesday, Wednesday. So like as the pool of open restaurants gets smaller, even though the people in town gets a little smaller, it still ends up being really busy. But Labor Day weekend, as always, was bananas at the Red Inn.
Bananas.
How was the white party? That
Oh
was
my
this week.
God. Yeah, so I did have some fun. The White Party raised $152,000 for Outer Cape Health Services.
Damn. That is a lot of monkeypox vaccinations.
That is a lot of that's like a whole extra day being open to save lives. Like this is the only healthcare we have out here is Outer Cape Health Services of Provincetown. You know, don't cut your foot after 8 o'clock on a Saturday kind of thing. You know, but
Yeah.
thanks to donations like this, the clinic can hire more people, be open longer. Like it helps us literally save lives. Thank you, Bob Lindsay, and everybody who attended the party. I wish I had sent you some pictures to show, but It was just spectacular.
Yeah.
You know, when we're watching the Siena video, I'm gonna send you something it's like a minute of me walking around.
Cute.
The costumes are great. Everyone's in a good mood. You're free pouring vodka sodas on a picnic table. You know,
The dream.
the dream. Like my favorite work day of the year. I love it. That was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah. I worked at the Red Inn and I just love everyone who stops by, shows off their looks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
What else did you do this week? You did trivia on Monday.
Yeah, I hosted trivia with Todd, also known as Tadana, my drag big sister. I think Gay Bible, the movie night that happens here at the brewery, might be over. There might be one next Tuesday. I'm unsure.
I say we pick up the mantle and do it all winter.
Okay.
Can we do that? Is there a representative
Yeah,
from the
let's
brewery here?
steal her show.
It's not stealing it, it's carrying it on.
But you have to do it in drag with numbers.
There's another place that just started doing a Tuesday movie night.
Oh, really?
Lakia is doing Tuesday movie night at the Post Office Cabaret.
Oh, cute. I love that.
Yeah. I think it's musicals.
Oh, I love
Like they did
that.
Grease first. But yeah, there's
Grease 2 coming up?
as much as there's like parties ending and things stopping, there's like new fun things popping up
Yeah.
for us.
Come to Keytown.
What else is going on out there in the world?
So last weekend was also the Venice Film Festival. Did you see anything that happened there? Yeah. So Don't Worry Darling is a film that was being directed by Olivia Wilde and is embroiled in controversy and drama. It all started when Shia LaBeouf left the film. The movie was starring Shia LaBeouf and Florence Pugh. Shia LaBeouf left. The word on the street that Olivia Wilde, the director, put out was that she fired him because he had some abuse allegations. Florence didn't feel comfortable doing the intimate scenes with him, so she said that she fired him because she has a no assholes rule. Then Shia LaBeouf rebutted and said, like, you didn't fire me, I quit. Here's a video of you begging me to stay and also kind of poo-pooing Florence Pugh a little.
Pew-pewing her?
Yeah. Pew pew. In that video, Olivia Wilde referenced Florence as Miss Flo.
Ooh. Isn't that what teenage girls refer to their...
I don't think teenage girls refer to that. I think
Miss
that is
Flo? Aunt Flo. It was Aunt Flo.
But so that was like the initial controversy, but you could cut the tension with a knife at the Venice Film Festival as the arrival started happening. Florence arrived looking outrageously gorgeous. She looked incredible. Only spoke to Nick Kroll on the red carpet, kind of passed by everyone else. Harry Styles was sitting next to Chris Pine, and it very much seemed like he spit on him when he arrived at his seat. You saw it.
I saw it.
What was your take? Like, it was him spitting on him.
It kind of looks like he spits on
It
him.
very much looks like he spit on him.
Chris Pine definitely reacts
He was
like
like-
something incredulous just happened.
Right.
Like being spit on by your co-star
Right.
at a film premiere.
Yeah.
So I heard that Ryan Murphy has Feud, Don't Worry Darling, in the works.
No, one of my favorite memes about it was like Ryan Murphy trying to figure out what character Sarah Paulson can play in Feud, and my favorite response was that she was gonna play Chris Pine because he has like that long blonde hair, which I can't wait for it. Thank you so much for producing that, Ryan Murphy.
Oh, goodness. I can't wait to see the movie, but there's no way that it can be as good as all this drama surrounding it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Word is that Florence Pugh is amazing and Harry Styles is not.
Oh.
Yeah. But shocker, he's never acted before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also at the Venice Film Festival, it was the premiere of the movie The Whale, which is Darren Aronofsky directed, and it is starring Brendan Fraser, who's everyone's favorite heartthrob from the
Mummy franchise.
90s. Ugh, my favorite movie ever.
The Mummy?
I love that movie. I could watch that 100 times. But he is back in it. It's called The Whale. It is the story of a man who leaves his family to be in a relationship with a man. And then that man passes away, and he becomes super depressed and begins binge eating and gains a bunch of weight and ends up being 600 pounds, and then him reconnecting with his daughter. He actually got a 6-minute standing ovation. Is that normal at film festivals?
It happens.
Just like minutes long standing ovations? Yeah.
600 pounds.
Yeah.
Did Brendan Fraser put on 600 pounds to play this role?
They are using prosthetics, which
A
is
fat suit. You're saying he put on a fat suit?
which
Can't we just cast heavy people in heavy roles?
that is a lot of people are saying that. Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if the acting's good,
yeah.
you think he's going to win an Oscar?
Everyone thinks he's going to win an Oscar. They're saying it's like
It's
he's
that good.
Yeah, in contention.
Wow.
Contention? Yeah. The prosthetics weighed about 300 pounds themselves.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How
But,
could you even get around? Or I mean,
No, that's why you
you-
don't cast a 600-pound person in a movie.
Okay.
Jesus, Mark, fat shaming over here in casting.
In other like entertainment news, we've talked about it before, but Lea Michele made her premiere as Fanny Bryce in the Broadway production of Funny Girl. Speaking of standing ovations, I mean, every article you read has a different amount of standing ovations she got during the show. Like it was 4, then it was 6, now it's 9, now it's 48 standing ovations.
I heard she was good.
Yeah. Obviously, she's very good. She's incredibly talented and an incredible singer in this role. She clearly bases her entire performance career off imitating Barbra Streisand and trying to be Barbara, and she does a really good job at that. And I heard she was great. She got 1 billion standing ovations and also an unintentional chuckle when she read her line as the character saying, "I haven't read a lot of books," because you know the rumor that she can't read.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's been rumors swirling that Lea Michele can't read for years now. And she neither firmly denies it or gets in on the joke, which I feel like would be the 2 best routes to go as far as PR around this rumor. Either be like, I can fucking read, or haha, maybe I can't read. Do one of those things. She'd be like, that's ridiculous. I showed up to Glee every week with my lines memorized. And I was like, that doesn't mean you can read. Okay. Yeah, but Jonathan Groff and Ryan Murphy were in attendance together right up front. And I did read an article saying that most of the standing ovations were kind of Jonathan Groff standing up and being like,
Really?
yeah.
You're being mean right now.
No. There also is a touch of costume controversy. The dress that the character wears throughout the show, when it was Beanie, had long sleeves, was very kind of demure, high collar, and now that it's Lea Michele, who has an entirely different body type, it's low cut, sleeveless, shorter, and a lot of people are saying it's not body positive and it's kind of sending the wrong message.
Really?
Yeah. But there was also the word that one of the reasons the costume was originally intended to not have sleeves, and then Beanie requested sleeves. So I guess it kind of makes sense that once another actress would play it, they would go back to the originally intended costume.
Sure.
Yeah. Would you want to see Lea Michele in Funny Girl?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Good.
She's going to still be there in December, probably.
I'm sure. What else
Yeah.
has she got going on? She can't even read. Just kidding. Do you remember we talked about the Ricky Martin thing where his nephew
Yeah.
filed charges? So Ricky Martin filed a lawsuit against him yesterday for $20 million. It claims that they were false allegations of sexual abuse and incest. He said he's accusing him of extortion, malicious prosecution, and abuse of law.
Malicious prostitution?
Prosecution.
I want $20 million for malicious prostitution, too.
Well, when allegations like this come out, anyone you're associated with, especially when it comes to endorsement deals, things like that,
totally.
they get cut. And he's saying that he's lost millions of dollars, which is probably likely. And it's it's one of those things that once things like that come out, no matter, it's
Even if it's disproved in court,
It's
the
always gonna be
stain is
forever,
there,
right.
And it's family doing that to him. That's the grossest part about it.
Yeah.
But what if it's true? It's hard to pick a side.
totally.
I wasn't there.
Let's see what else we got. I have so many little stories. They're all fun though. This past week on Family Feud, they were doing their celebrity edition of Family Feud. The 2 hosts were Kathy and Jimmy and Kristen Chenoweth, the heads of each team. One of the questions that I thought was great was, what's better in gay bars than other bars?
The music.
That was number 1. You would have won if you hit that buzzer faster than Kathy and Jimmy.
They are correct.
Yeah, exactly. Because Andrew Haig's there. The answers were this is in descending order. So number 1 is the music. 2 was people/hot men. 3 was drink/mojitos. Could you imagine going to a gay bar and ordering a mojito? People would be like, get the fuck out of here. Then the dancing food.
The food is better in gay bars than other bars.
Yeah. And then performances, drag, and the last one was bathrooms. Which I don't know what they mean by that, because typically I find the bathrooms to be grosser
Yeah.
in gay bars. Maybe they mean like the vibe. Have you ever been to a club where you go in the bathroom and there's like a whole scene in the bathroom?
Or there's like the guy who's handing out like a spray of cologne and a lollipop.
I hate that.
You hate that?
I'm like, I have to give you $1 because you handed me a paper towel?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't need it.
I like it.
Another question that Kristen Chenoweth answered was, besides the lips, what's your favorite part of a man to kiss?
What did Kristen Chenoweth say?
It's literally the craziest answer you could think of. She says, I don't know if I can say it, but it rhymes with heinous.
She said that on TV?
Yes.
Did she score?
No, she did not.
Afterwards, she did.
Right. But it is confirmed Kristen Chenoweth eats ass.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was
for her.
I was gonna say taint.
Could
Was
you think
taint
of
on
a
the top
crazier
five?
answer? I feel like rhymes with heinous is crazier than taint.
It is It's crazier that she said that,
Right.
but she seems crazy in like a fun way.
Oh yeah.
She eats ass.
Rhymes with heinous. We spoke last week about the kind of like semi-controversy around the way Billy Eichner has been promoting his film, kind of poo-pooing streaming features that go straight to streaming apps. And this past week, Joel Kim Booster, who was part of Fire Island, responded. It did take him some time because I think he was at Fire Island because he said he was in the desert, so you don't have service while you're there.
Oh, Burning Man.
Yeah, I imagine. Is that what I said? Did I
said
say
Fire
Fire
Island.
Island? No, I meant Burning. Fire Island is not a desert yet. Climate change is coming for us. But he said that, he's like, I understand what he said. He was a little inarticulate in saying that. He said, I said plenty of dumb shit without a publicist's help. He also said, Billy was my first comedy boss and is my friend and has supported me in countless ways in the process of making Fire Island, and ultimately our movies have very little to do with each other. It seems like he was pretty inarticulate in his excitement about his movie getting a theatrical release, which is really fucking cool and something I'm sure the studio and his publicist is making him constantly talk about. God knows I've said plenty of dumb shit without a publicist's help. He also added that he's super proud and grateful that his film was accessible to so many people due to the fact that it was on a streaming service, and he hopes everyone can enjoy both or neither of the films without pitting them against each other. Yeah. But I
Well
feel like that
said.
is people love to make drama out of everything, and I feel like it's very clear that he was going to be like, come on, people.
Don't pit the gays against each other.
No, we do that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, I don't care. I'm gonna see it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to see them both. I can't wait.
You haven't seen Fire Island yet?
I have not.
Have you been to Burning Man?
I have not.
The pictures are over, right? Like all these pictures on,
thank
like
God.
everyone that's been posting. I mean, I'm glad that you guys got to go to Burning Man. I'm happy for everybody that was there. Back to like your dog dying or something.
Oh my God. Not
Or the Queen dying. You know, I mean, anything else.
not a bit of like Schadenfreude, but I loved seeing the pictures of people like getting stuck in sandstorms and shit.
That is literal Schadenfreude.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And for every picture you post, I hope you're in a sandstorm for a full minute.
Wow. It's a lot of minutes. Has anyone here been to Burning Man before? No. But you want to go?
No, it's not for me.
It's a little too roughing it for me.
Yeah. There's.
Like
Yeah, right.
You're like 4 hours from the nearest.
Did you say all those
town.
privileged people, like pretending to be bohemian? Look how bohemian I am.
We're roughing it
Yeah.
in an airstream that has 4 air conditioners.
There's a lot of drugs.
But if
With
you're
a lot
having
of
fun,
drugs.
I'm happy you're having fun. I love that for you. Why are y'all laughing like that was disingenuous?
Because it was disingenuous.
No, I mean I'm not gonna poo-poo people for having their fun. Yeah.
What else?
One of our favorites, Shangela,
Uh-huh.
who I think was in town recently. She was fully robbed on All Stars season she was on because she was so incredible. But
Wasn't she on We Are Here? Shangela?
yeah, she's one of the hosts of We Are Here. But she's on season 31 of Dancing with the Stars.
That's been on for 31 years?
No. Mark explained this to me earlier. 15 years.
Oh.
They do 2 seasons a year.
That's been on for 15 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Oh, yeah. Other notables on it are Wayne Brady, who I think is going to be tough competition. Selma Blair.
Selma Blair,
Yeah.
doesn't she have MS?
I I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she has MS.
Yeah, Jordan Sparks and also Teresa Giudice. I think that's the pronunciation this week for that name. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. I won't watch because it's not for me, but I'll be rooting for Shangela and I'll be keeping.
I won't watch because it's not
Yeah,
for me.
it's not for me. What else do I got? There was drama in the country world this past week. So, singer Brittany Aldean, who is the wife of country music superstar Jason Aldean, she made anti-trans comments. She basically posted an Instagram post in which she thanked her parents for not changing her gender during her tomboy phase. Yeah, and that exact sentiment is kind of what other country music star Maren Morris responded. She's like, it's so easy to just like shut up and not be an asshole. Like that's all you have to do is just shut up. And
People don't like to shut up, especially assholes.
Maren Morris spoke out, as well as Cassidy Pope. Maren Morris referred to Brittany Aldean as Insurrection Barbie. Tucker Carlson reported on the story and referred to Morris as a lunatic country music person, in which Morris capitalized on it, turned her Twitter photo into like the screenshot of her where it says lunatic country music person underneath. And she also started selling t-shirts that said lunatic country music person and has raised $100,000 for different trans organizations. The funds are going to be divided up between Trans Lifeline and GLAAD's transgender media program.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So great work, Maren.
Speaking of at-risk transgender youth, are we allowed to talk about this yet?
Yeah, it was a press release. It was in the Independent yesterday. Yeah.
So congratulations to Kristen Becker and the Summer of Sass. We, thanks to a very generous anonymous donation, the Summer of Sass was awarded $4 million to buy a house.
2.5?
2.5? Oh, the house costs $4 million.
They need $4 million total to.
Oh, I want $4 million. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
keep
right,
confusing the number that I want with what happened.
So they were able to purchase a property in town. It is the Stowaway property, which is incredible because they're going to be able to expand the program. Like their initial goal was to buy a piece of property, like maybe 2 bedrooms, so they could house 2 to 4 kids coming. And because of this generous donation and the purchase of the Stowaway, they're going to be able to expand their program and help so many more kids, which is super exciting. But they do need more money. They're going to continue fundraising basically to like shore up the program and be making sure that it's going to be able to like continue working year after year.
Yeah, if they raise a little more money, then it can be sort of self-sustaining and
exactly.
pay its operational costs. And I asked, Mark and I actually went on a topless tour ride with Kristen yesterday. We're going to show you that segment next Friday. It was such a beautiful day to be out in the dunes. But I was asking Kristen, I was like, so are you going to like live there like Mrs. Garrett?
Okay, I told her that they should do a reality show, Very Facts of Lifestyle, where like she's the Mrs. Garrett character.
I mean, she should be. That would be so fun. How many rooms are there at that house?
8, 7, 6,
No, there's
5, 4, 3.
There's 5, I think.
5 bedrooms?
But they're going to house up to 12 kids.
That's amazing.
amazing.
Like, how many kids normally come a year for Summer of Sass?
I'm going to say like 2.
Yeah,
2?
like 2 to 4.
Yeah, normally it's like she has to whittle it down to just a couple of people because that's what she can find housing
Yeah.
for. Now it's going to be like a class of
Right.
people, like the X-Men.
I guess if you don't know what the Summer of Sass is, it's a program in which they relocate on like at-risk 18 to 20-year-olds from like kind of not so friendly parts of the country to come to Provincetown for a summer. They set them up with housing, they help them get work, and they get to live in this community that is a lot more accepting. They get to kind of breathe a little, be themselves a little more, find themselves. One of our crew members, Ethan, that's how he arrived in Provincetown, and from what I hear, it's a great experience. We're happy to have you, Ethan. So, yeah. But incredible, so exciting. I love that.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Kristen.
This past Tuesdays were Massachusetts state primaries. Sarah Peake fended off her primary challenger, and I don't think she has a Republican challenger, so I think she is in the state house.
What were the
officially.
numbers for Sarah's race?
I didn't see. Maura Healey also won her race, which I think is now presumed that she will be our next governor, which is
Rad.
super exciting. If that does happen, she'll be the first lesbian governor in the country. We love her, all the work she's done for Massachusetts as Attorney General, so congratulations.
Did you vote?
I did. Yeah. Also, a few weeks ago, we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but Marilyn Loden, who is a labor activist, she passed away. If you don't know who she is, you definitely heard a phrase in which she created, which is the glass ceiling.
Oh.
She kind of coined that term. Let's see, she's most known for creating the term glass ceiling as a metaphor for the obstacles women face in the workforce and career advancement. She didn't think at the time that women would still be facing these obstacles some 40 years later, and she is sad that the fight is still happening. She was sad that the fight was still happening towards the end of her life. She passed away from cancer. She said, "I thought I would be finished with this by the end of my lifetime, but I won't be. I'm hoping it outlives me. I'm hoping if it outlives me, it will become an antiquated phrase eventually. People will say there was a time where there was a glass ceiling, rather than still referring to it actively." She also advocated for women not taking on the masculine model for leadership and to not change themselves to fit in with their male counterparts, but to rather draw from their strengths to change the landscapes of their companies. The most notable use of the term glass ceiling was probably in Hillary Clinton's 2016 concession speech, where she said, unfortunately, she wasn't able to break the glass ceiling, but she hopes that it happens soon. And she also always encouraged women who reach high levels of leadership to not become complacent and continue advocating for women in the workplace. She even found critique in Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg's lean-in approach for encouraging women to be more assertive in the workplace, rather than acknowledging that was not a solution for the structural biases within the workplace. Yeah.
Hats off.
Okay. Do I have any more stories? No. Great.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's sit down and chat with Siena Liggins. She is the Friday night headliner for the Washington Music Festival this upcoming Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. I had so much fun sitting down and chatting with her. Check it out. Good morning, everyone. We have the pleasure of sitting down to talk with one of our Washington featured artists this year, Siena Liggins. Good morning. Thanks for sitting down with me today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. First and foremost, I do want to say I managed to catch your set last year at the Washington Music Festival, and I am so excited to see you again. It was such a great show, and one of my takeaways from it was, people in the audience may or may not have known who you were going into that set, but every single person in that room was a fan by the end, and that is just a testament to what a great show you managed to put on.
Yeah, I feel like probably not. Probably the only people who knew my music at that point were probably the people who, got coerced into booking me. But yeah, it was just that was probably one of the best things about being in Provincetown last year. It's just everyone was so welcoming, so warm. The best crowds to play to are the ones that are just excited for whatever is about to happen on stage, and I just felt super embraced. It was just all around a really great night.
I love that. And I love that you're a part of our first Washington Festival and returning again for a second one. You're going to be moving to the main stage at the Crown on Friday night. What can we expect from this year's show compared to last year's?
Well, definitely some new vibes, obviously new eyebrows. And I have a new DJ, new set list, so the energy will just be really different. But I think this time around, hopefully there will be some people that'll come that came last year, and so there might be a bit more crowd participation. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. You're definitely one of the names as people are talking about. People are really excited to see you again.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure. I can't wait.
Oh, we're chill. We're excited. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Are you used to typically performing in front of predominantly queer audiences, or was that kind of something new for you?
Yeah, I'll say this year, I've been doing a lot of prides, and since Wash Ashore last year, I just started getting a lot more queer crowds in front of me, and I've loved the experience. It's a great feeling, especially when it's a whole festival dedicated to celebrating queerness. So it feels I don't really have anything to prove at that point. I just kind of slide in, do my thing, and disappear into the crowd afterwards.
Totally. I mean, that's one of the things I love about Provincetown is when you're here as a queer person, it's kind of
not that I want it to fade to the background, but you can kind of put all the rest of yourself forward because everyone is kind of understanding that most of the people here are queer. It was your
Yeah.
first time in Provincetown, correct?
Yes, and it was truly, I mean, I did not want to leave. Getting on that ferry on the last day was like the hard, it was like just so hard. It was like tears. But this year, I told my girlfriend, I was like, regardless of if I get booked or not, like we are going because I just need
love
you to
that.
experience it for that exact reason. Because like you said, everything else just like fades to the back. It feels like you're just immersed in this very queer, like hidden gem of a town, and it's on the beach. It's just like,
It's like a classic trope. You like come to visit Provincetown once you fall in love. A lot of people will
that's
come
what
here for a week and just never leave.
that's what everyone told me. So many people were like, I came here for vacation and I never left. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be one of those people? Like, am I never gonna leave P-Town? I don't know. I gotta get. We'll see. This year, I'm gonna bring my girlfriend, and she'll get to see me perform for the first time this year, outside of when we went to London, and she'll also get to experience Provincetown for the first time. So I'm just really
that's really
excited
cool.
to see what her reaction will be.
Oh, I love that.
Hopefully, it matches mine, or she's gonna leave by herself.
Yeah, could you imagine? She's like, I hated it.
Bye.
You're like, deal breaker.
Yeah.
Funny story. I was looking at your Wikipedia page and like just trying to find out as much as I could. And
my gosh.
do you do your Wikipedia page, or just is it other people just contributing?
I don't know how the Wikipedia page came to be. I don't know who's managing it. I don't know
love that.
where they're getting their information.
Well, speaking of the information on the page, the funniest thing, not funny, but like I chuckled at it, and I was wondering if it was you who did that or just someone else. Under personal life, it just
Yeah.
says she is a lesbian. Which I was like, I don't know what's funnier, if she did that herself or if someone else did that.
That is extremely personal.
Right, exactly.
I don't, how did they know? Again, I have no
Right.
idea where they're getting their facts from, but yeah, I don't know who's running it. Kudos to them.
I imagine they just heard any of your songs.
Yeah, I don't know. They just Googled me one time.
Right. But one of your biggest songs is your song "Girlfriend," and as I listen to it, it's kind of a little antithetical to like the kind of classic lesbian stereotype. It's kind of the opposite of that.
How
is
so?
That kind? Well, I just feel like, I mean, not to like
Throw
belabor
us,
this,
do it.
but like, like you go on one date and you're girlfriends, and this is kind of like, we're gonna go on one date, be girlfriends for one night, and then
Period.
it's over.
That's so much more fun.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote Girlfriend with my really good friend Jesse St. John, and that song, it took so much for us to write, and we were just like, let's just write a song about having fun, hooking up, like let's fall in love, but like let's not go too deep down the rabbit hole, but like also we can be girlfriends. And I just thought that was such a fun concept because I don't know, at that point in time, that's definitely how I was living my life. So
I love that.
yeah.
Do you find that most of your music is based on personal experiences for you?
Yes, pretty much everything that I write is stemmed from like some personal experience or something that's happened in my real life. Flower Bomb was literally written about the smell of my pillow after this girl that I was very into left my house. She wore the fragrance Flower Bomb, and I just could not get that out of my head. And then the melody came and the words came, and I was just like, yeah. But a lot of my songs are written that way. Like, if you say something to me and it sparks something, I might write a song about it.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's 3.5 minutes of music.
Yeah, and you hate me and you're asking me to take it down, and
Oh no, is that a true story?
drama. Is it me? Am I the drama?
We're all the drama. That'll be the next song about them asking you to take it down.
Right.
Awesome. How would you describe how would you put your music into a genre?
Oh, that's such a hard one to do because I have so much fun floating between genres, and
Mhm.
I think like that's, that is like the queerness of my music experience as well. Like it's obviously very pop in the sense that it is, palatable for everyone. But I like to explore genres. I just did a week in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and I was like, let's write a country song. I don't know. But it'll always, I think, just because of the timbre of my voice and, some of my like influences, it'll always sort of feel like pop music.
I love that. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see your set this upcoming Wash Ashore Festival and Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. You're going to be on the main stage Friday night at the Crown and Anchor.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. And look at her. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I can't wait. The Return to P-Town is going to be a movie. It's going to be epic. I can't wait to see you and everyone else from last year and hopefully some new faces. Thanks for having me again.
Oh my God. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with me this morning. And I will be at your show Friday night.
Yes. I'll see you then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys, please welcome to the show Jay Critchley and Hunter Giaotti. Did I say that right?
Gianni, good morning.
Giaotti?
Yeah,
Oh my
Gianni.
God.
We were
I've
debating
been saying
all
that
that.
wrong the entire 10
Yeah.
years that I've known you.
Yeah, get it up. Yeah.
So this is the 35th annual Swim for Life.
35.
35.
Slay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is a
Thank
lot
you.
of money raised for the AIDS support group of Cape Cod.
Yes, and 10 other nonprofits.
Yeah, awesome.
And this year we added a new nonprofit, Native Land Conservancy,
I love that.
which is based in Mashpee, and they protect native lands in New England and also the rights to use native lands for ceremonies and fishing and other rights. So I'm very excited about that because we've been acknowledging, that we are on a Wampanoag Nation lands. So, and then of course helping our women Outer Cape Health and the Soup Kitchen and the Rescue Squad, all the incredible organizations that make this town.
Right.
I love that.
You're doing good work.
The town is. And he's got a great story.
Tell us your great story.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is, I've done this swim a few times now, but this is our first time putting together a team. We're doing it in honor of our dear friend Will, who died 4 years ago. So as part of his weekend celebration, we're putting together a team of swimmers, kayakers, volunteers, and cheerleaders. We're having a ton of people in town. We have a bunch of people swimming. We've had some incredible people donate to our team. So it's a really exciting
And then
weekend.
tell him the name of it.
Oh yeah, it's Team Willapalooza, named after the event. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Fun fact: that was actually Jay's roommate in 2009.
Yeah, Will.
Right?
Will. When Will arrived in town for the first time, he ended up at my house. That was 10 years ago, maybe 11.
13.
13
2009 or
years ago.
10, yeah.
Yeah, he had been working in Key West on a sailboat, and when he came to Provincetown, he was my roommate. And I remember he was saying that when he sent the check to me, he said his mother was saying, "Are you sure that that's a legitimate place to be renting?"
You're like, no, but whatever.
So, within 2 weeks, he had found a sailboat and he was out on the water. I mean, he was just the most resourceful and generous person with his heart. And, it's just sad that he's gone, but it's great to have this group to keep that energy going.
You said you had done the Swim for Life a couple times before, right?
Yes, so I did it in 2010, my first time across the bay. Oh girl, it was she was cold and she was rocky, and I took a wrong turn. I don't know, I got like a hand cramp. You ever had a hand cramp? Like a little crab. And so I get to the boat slip and I am hypothermic, right? Some volunteer drags me out of there, throws me in a hot shower at the boat slip with some random woman. We're just in there So now it's like one of my favorite events. Like it's now we swim along the shore, which I did last year for the first time. So you start out at Snail Road by the hotel, and you kind of follow the shore along, which is nice because you can see the bottom. Who doesn't love that? And there's like people all along the shore cheering you on. You see your friends along the way. It's a cool vibe,
And it's warmer probably too, right?
it does feel a lot warmer. So like last year, didn't need a wetsuit at all. You know, it's fantastic. And then you end at the new Cannery Wharf Park. There's dancing. There's food. Are there hot showers?
There may be.
You know, Stephen and Michael live up the street. If you're watching, I'll send people up
That's a
to
good
the outdoor
idea.
shower.
Thank you.
Actually,
Sure they love
What's
that.
their number?
just head up Law Street. I'll have the shower running. Yeah, sorry, girls.
And you said donations are live. People can still donate to your team,
Yes,
right?
donations are still coming in. People are being really generous this year. I mean, huge amounts of donations across the event. I think like hundreds and hundreds of donors, individual donors, which I love. Like it's nice community.
It's
first.
swimforlife.org, swim4life.org. But I wanted to correct one thing you said earlier in the show. Is that you said the summer ends at Labor Day. The summer doesn't end until after the Swim for Life.
Yes.
I agree.
It's just, just to get the record.
Yeah.
Summer never ends in my brain.
I know. Well, we like to continue it,
Yeah.
But
Keep
the
it
thing
going.
is that the water warms up all summer long, so by the time the Swim for Life comes, the water is actually as warm as it's going to get. And we all know with sea level change and climate change, the water temperature is like 70-something
It's like a
degrees.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah,
Climate
but
change.
bad but like good. You said that the route changed. That was mostly due to safety, right?
Well, yes. The Park Service, which manages Long Point, the other side of the harbor, they wouldn't give us a permit because of sharks. The S word.
When was the first year that you did that?
2019. The one thing, let me just backtrack and say one thing about the pandemic, a positive thing about it, is that people stopped talking about sharks.
Right.
Because before that, I could not step out of my house without someone talking about sharks.
Right.
So there was just a lot of panic about it. So we didn't get a permit to start the swim at Long Point. Although there have not been any official sightings of white sharks in the harbor. So 2019 we had scheduled a West End shoreline route. Well, lo and behold, we had a hurricane. Well, a tropical storm. So that year it got canceled. And then COVID came.
Right.
And then, so last year we had our triumphant return. And it was a beautiful day like it's supposed to be tomorrow. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
What time do you guys start lining up and everything?
Registrations at 9:30 to 10:30. People can still register tomorrow. We're the one thing about this event. We are the only organization in the world who allows people to register the day of the event. It's a very Provincetown thing.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone else wants all that data ahead of time, and no, this is let's just allow that person that woke up in the morning and said, "I'm going to swim today," right? And so, please, if you're anyone out there who's ready to swim, we'll be here for you.
And also donate.
And
Don't-
ptownswim.org, correct?
And we have this fabulous tent on Canary Wharf. It's a big top tent, 40 by 60 feet at Canary Wharf Park.
That's where the dancing is happening.
And the food, Farland Provisions is providing catering. Zoe Lewis will be performing. And the town bought this park. Well, it was a parking lot, so it was, turning a parking lot into a park. Joni Mitchell would be happy. wouldn't
Yeah.
she?
Just play the song backwards.
So it's all shells now. So they haven't put the fancy stuff in yet.
Yeah.
So we have this big tent there, and it's very festive. It's right on the water. And one thing I'd like to mention is the watch parties, which you mentioned. We've organized these watch parties along the shore, so people that are, hanging out, having their brunch on tomorrow morning can watch all these swimmers, and we have banners. Can I show you a couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Get the banner. Yeah.
let's get
Give me an hand.
to put these up on people's. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, love.
Is it upside down?
Upside down.
It's backwards.
Backwards.
Oh, take this in. Take this in.
Okay.
Upside down.
How about now?
Upside down.
Nailing it.
How about this?
Just riveting down.
Oh, wait. How about now? Yes!
We did it.
Yes! It's a pillowcase.
Okay, and now let's see. I think this one we can work a little better.
Oh, great.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
We heart you.
So these are going to go up on people's decks.
Oh my God, that's so
and
cute.
yelling, saying "We love you, swimmers." Love. Here's another one.
So much love.
If anyone's looking for a watch party, we're having one across from 560 Commercial Street,
Perfect.
an iconic residence. If you know, you know. Bobby Kelly lives across the street as well, Linda Davis. So there's some great supporters in the neighborhood. So we're going to be cheerleading there.
P-Town
You're
loves.
swimming though, right?
Yeah, I'll be swimming. I'm going to stop there for a coffee. Probably, honestly, just like halfway.
Like I need a break.
Get out and
That's
go
a
get a
good
coffee.
idea.
It's not, I mean, you got to stop.
Well, one year, one of the first years of the swim, we had a bunch of people in a rowboat. Nobody was doing kayaks back then.
Yeah, a robot.
And they had a little bar set up in the boat, and so people would be swimming along.
They'd be like,
the kayak. It's evolved since then.
I love that.
Speaking of 560, Raquel was plotting this team with you.
Yes, so she
Early
was
on.
the other, she was on the
yes.
team steering committee, I will say. She was sending 900 texts a day to everyone to get us ready. So I'm doing my best to keep her, keep that energy going. She and I had been training a bit as well, so she was really excited. She was going to do the swim, like the swim. So I think we're all going to be thinking of her as well.
For Raquel and Will.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So anyways, you'll see these, if you happen to be out on the water tomorrow morning, you'll see these banners at various, we have public watch parties at St. Mary of the Harbor. And the Cape Codder Guest House, they have a place on the beach. And so the public is welcome to go to those, and then there'll be a lot of private ones as well. So
Well, best of luck to everyone swimming tomorrow and to a successful event.
thank you guys.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
this
you
morning.
all.
Thanks for having us.
Swimforlife.org.
Swimforlife.org. Still time to donate and show up tomorrow and register and jump in the water.
And cheer.
Yes.
Before we let you go, we're going to show you a 90-second video of the white party. This was just me walking around and looking at everybody's costumes. It was so beautiful.
Did
Check
my
this out.
team review this?
Smile, bitches!
What are you doing? Hi!
At apples.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh my God.
yeah. Looked fun, right?
Of course.
It was fun. And
Yeah.
like I said, $152,000 for Outer Cape Health Services. That is remarkable.
Yeah, we love that.
Oh, and one more thing, you guys. If you're in Provincetown, you gotta catch some of these shows before they're over.
Yeah.
Like mine. My
Yeah.
show is this Sunday night at 9 o'clock at the Post Office Cabaret. It's the 4th and final summer show we're doing. If you haven't been yet, it's a talk show, game show, live music show, comedy show. It's every kind of show that I love rolled into one.
This one's at 9, right?
This one's at 9.
Yeah.
The rest of them happened at 10, but 9 is late for September.
Tonight is Mushroom Head Dance Party at the Crown and Anchor. Check out onlyatthecrown.com. Check out the Pilgrim House, Post Office Cabaret. Shows are starting to kind of wane off.
It's closing night of The Real Housewives of Provincetown, which has been a smash success.
Yeah. So get to those shows. Plan your fall accordingly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all our sponsors: The Red Inn, Crown and Anchor, Provincetown Brewing Company, Cafe Heaven, Be Well Cannabis, Project Valor Sailing, the Adam Howard Metal Workshop. Yeah.
And viewers like you. Thank you
Thanks.
for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are, we'll see you next week.
Good morning, everybody.